A little different angle of the room. It's looking a little bit more lived in now, I think. Yesterday, I actually went to Mapo-gu area, maybe city. Seoul is a metropolis, and so there's definitely certain little areas that you can go check out. Mapo being one of them. There is a Randy's Donuts there. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in another video. The LA branch of Randy's has expanded branch. The LA company, Randy's Donuts, has expanded and they exist in Korea. And I don't know if there was some miscommunication yesterday or what happened, but I was told I couldn't eat any donuts at the store. Therefore, I decided, okay, I'm just gonna take it to go. I'll bring it home and I'll eat it in the morning. And it's been one day now, and yeah, it's, or not even, just one night, and I got some donuts. Now, I do kind of wonder a couple of things. So, at the beginning, I thought I was gonna eat there, so I didn't want a bag, which they could provide. I also believe they have that, like, we charge for bags that you use. You know, it's just a waste of plastic, really. But, seeing how I was gonna have to walk back to the train station, I didn't know if it's gonna rain. Things are too unpredictable. I didn't want to risk it, so grabbed a bag instead of just carrying the box around. Ironically, I immediately went to go have dinner right after I grabbed these donuts. And so the box is pretty much the same. I think, and maybe I'm just remembering it wrong, but I thought the Randy's box in LA was actually a little bit smaller, like thinner this way, but maybe not. Here it is. Let's go ahead and crack it open. I'm gonna get a couple of photos here while I do this. I am using a chair as another table here. There's not enough counter space in this area. And if you couldn't tell, I just woke up, huh? Today is gonna be a super lazy day for me. Just gonna do some work. I decided to eat, so gonna grab these donuts. I just took a photo. Box is very tight fitting. This Randy's is a little different in ordering than the Randy's in LA. In LA, you just go in, whoo, the smell just whoosh, came up. In LA, you just go and order whatever donuts you want. It doesn't matter how many donuts you get. They just give it to you in a box and you go, whoosh, you're done. Here, you have to order, first you select the box size that you want. And maybe this was, again, there's a lot of maybes because there was no English, right? And of course that's my fault, not the store's. But the directions I was given was that first you must select the box size that you want. And then each box size actually has an amount of donuts that you have to purchase for that box. And so I was surprised because I just wanted 2 donuts and that wasn't to be. This box that I ordered, this small box, there required 3 to 5 donuts. And I read that it required 3 to 5 donuts, but the people in front of me, they were like, oh, no, you can just get 2 donuts if you want. And then it was funny because like right before they were going up, they're like, wait, can you just get 2 donuts? And so they ordered their donuts and left. And then I walked up and I was like, I'll get that box, 2 donuts. And they're like, nope, you need at least 3. And so I got 3 donuts. I got the raspberry donut, a cookie crumble donut, and maple bar. Yeah, they look delicious. I'm actually quite hungry. I have not eaten anything yet. Dinner last night was fantastic. It was the fried chicken. I think I'm gonna start with the raspberry. No, you know what? I'm gonna save the raspberry. I can't eat 3 donuts. I'm a big guy, but I ain't that big, you know? Let's start off with the maple bar and see how I feel after I eat the maple bar. So there we go. The maple bar. And fantastic. It's just like in LA. There's no greasiness feeling. They're sweet, just like in LA. Yeah, this is straight delicious. But as I thought, there's no way I'm gonna be able to eat all these. I think this is gonna be a multi-part video. I really want to know how they make it so that it doesn't taste or have that greasy aftertaste in your mouth. I can clearly see that grease is seeped into the wax paper on the bottom. And the bottom of the box actually has like grease stains on it, you know? I mean, it's a donut. It's a donut, but it tastes fantastic. So, yeah. I already made my cup of coffee. Thinking about the different things I want to go see here in Seoul. I'm about to go do a lot of hikes. It's been so good so far. Probably the biggest thing that I've run into are really just the closures. Places that have either closed down, like shuttered their doors, buildings disappeared, or I hit it at the wrong hours. Like certain places I think are open for like dinner only. Because they're open like from like, 3 o'clock in the afternoon maybe to like 2 a.m. or something like that. Although there is a curfew. And I've not once run into the curfew. I've always been home before the curfew was hit, so. Like another thing. Last night when I went to go get these donuts, the whole idea was I wanted to go see this railway park. And it's pretty. The railway is pretty much gone, and they've replaced it. You can see the tracks pop up every now and then, and it goes through like what they've created like a man-made park now, and it just follows this railway for I don't know how long, probably about a kilometer probably. But I walked the entire thing, at least from what my like maps found. And Naver Maps is good at getting me to certain areas, but it's not good at getting you at the final destination. Like it's really comes down to like compass navigation at that last point. Meaning you're using it like a map and you're trying to figure out which way you gotta go. And I'm wondering if I turned the wrong way. Because the whole idea that I want to go see was they use a certain section of it in a lot of movies and dramas and stuff. But I actually didn't see any of that part on the section that I walked. And I walked a pretty far section of it. I walked from this apartment complex all the way to the downtown mall, or not mall, yeah, downtown mall, like arcade area. And it must be very close to a university because there was a ton of people there. Probably the most foreigners I've also seen while here too. Last bite. Anyhow, that does it for this portion of the Randy's Donuts taste test, as I thought one donut was going to do me. I might just do these three mornings in a row and see how that turns out. They are delicious though, or the one at least I had was delicious. And yeah, I will check back in a moment here. Good morning, and we're back. Today, we're having the second one of these Randy's Donuts. I think this was called like a cookie crumble, but I might have read that wrong. It might be a coconut crumble. I think it's coconut with caramel and a chocolate sauce on it. So, I'm not 100% sure. Let's go ahead and like that like lick of my finger just now gave me that sensation, but let's dig right in. Yep. It's good. Another solid morning breakfast. I'm also not sitting at my desk, or we've changed the locations because laundry is hanging all over the room again. I'm typically not a morning person, so getting up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock every day is pretty hard. Kind of bringing it back to the like high school days. This Saturday, I'm actually gonna go meet up with a friend, the one that dropped me off here. I think I'll go buy him some of these donuts. And then ironically, I'm going to meet up with him, so I'm traveling to him. But that's not the ironic part. There's a Dunkin' Donuts, or was it a Krispy Kreme, inside of the train station that is right next to the bus terminal that I need to go to. Straight weird, but maybe I'll have Krispy Kreme instead. I'm gonna buy him Randy's. The donut's delicious. And I'm not a big fan of coconut. Like I said, I thought it was cookie crumble. but the flavors altogether mesh really well. The coconut looks like it's been like either dried or baked, and then the caramel and the chocolate. It's a good flavor combo. It's just like an almond joy, I think they're called. Like it tastes like a candy bar is what I'm saying, and it's delicious. Side note, I said I'm gonna go meet up with my friend on Saturday. I think it'll be the first time I'm able to fly my drone here in Korea. I'm gonna bring it, but we'll see what happens because I brought it with me yesterday up this mountain thinking I could fly it there. All these signs that said no drone zone. I could flash the sign again. Like I have a photo of it. Like $2,000 US fine if caught flying a drone. I thought I'd be out in the middle of nowhere, so anyhow. That is the last bite of this donut, and I just have one more left, but just hard to eat a lot in the mornings. Anyhow, I'm gonna get back to work, try to figure out what I want to do for the day, and I'll check back in tomorrow with the last donut, which I think I saved a pretty good one for last. It's a raspberry chocolate, I believe, or something along those lines. So we'll check back in a moment here. Good morning, and the final donut morning. I've been working and lost track of time, didn't even realize that I was like hungry. Really hate it when I do that. I even made a cup of coffee, it's just been sitting there. I was wondering where I put it. Not that I saved the best for last or anything, or have like even the knowledge of what's what, but we have the last donut. And I do believe, I think in the last part of this video I said that it was a raspberry chocolate. I think it's actually a raspberry glaze type deal. So looking at it, it kind of reminds me of a donut straight out of like The Simpsons. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get right into it. I don't know how they do it. Randy's donuts are just so good. It's funny. It's delicious. But right now I'm thinking currently what I want to get done today. The biggest thing is because I lost the mini tripod that I have, all I have is this large tripod to bring around with me now. And to say that it's cumbersome is an understatement, particularly when you're in a city, right? So I'm debating whether I really want to bring it with me today or not. And part of that debate is really just to think of when would I use it and when would I not need it. But currently, not taking it with me is winning right now. I want to try like a stealth mode, not go with the big photo backpack, bring my regular backpack instead, and just test it out. That being said, I mean, it's what, 2 days later now. Still amazing, still soft, still clean, as in no oily or greasy flavor. Totally worth it. Like, they're a little expensive. They're on the expensive side. Those 3 donuts, I believe, cost me like, what, like $7 or something like that? A little less, maybe. Yeah, overall, great meal and great donut. I probably won't be going back unless I'm gonna go pick it up for my buddy. It's always nice to have one of those type of meals, but like I still have, like I know I'm still gonna give up like a meal to McDonald's and a meal to Burger King to see what kind of unique items they have here. We'll see what happens. Anyhow, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video.